I gotta go with Larry Joe.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck.
He was not a nice guy.
And Larry Bird was so good, it's frightening.
Now you can quickly. Bird's jumper, good.
Larry Bird wasn't just another player in the NBA. He was a straight-up nightmare. His skills on the court were lethal, but it was his mindset that made him so terrifying. Bird didn't just show up to play. He showed up to dominate, to break you mentally, and to take your will right along with the game. He had the shooting touch, the basketball IQ, and the ice-cold demeanor that made opposing teams dread every minute he was on the floor. If you were guarding him, you knew it wasn't just about stopping his shot. It was about surviving his relentless trash talk, his mind games, and his ability to hit clutch shots from anywhere. Whether it was knocking down a three-pointer in your face or dropping a dime that left you looking foolish, Bird knew exactly how to get under your skin and make you question your every move. And during his prime, he was averaging 30 points a game, shooting over 40% from three, all while averaging 10 rebounds and 7 assists a game. Those are unreal numbers, especially at a time when the league wasn't playing at the modern pace and free-throw rates. But don't just take it from me. Here are NBA legends breaking down just how frightening Larry Bird was during his prime. Let's get into it.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looks at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident." He goes, "Confident? You're a rookie. You don't know anything." He proceeded to score like 10 straight points off. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him, he tells me, he says, "Fly, Bird." And I go right by him, and he shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird bobbles his own shot. Oh, what a play!
There was a certain confidence you had because, you know, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he'd deliver.
The double teaming Bird. Larry, fake, fall away. Hits it at the buzzer!
Larry told all of us and the media, he said, "Tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed."
I remember because I was there, and it was at a time when, McHale was still coming off the bench, and so he scored the first 8 points of the game left-handed, and Jerome Kersey was guarding him at the time, and McHale yells out, "Hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed."
He would get insulted if a player switches on him. And if he's a good player, decent player, and if he switch on Larry said, "I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me." He said, "No, I don't even want to play no more." He would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
Xavier McDaniel's story where, I'm going to shoot it fake here, shoot it there. And, and they did exactly, and it had nothing to do with the play call.
Right.
Like our coach would call timeout, and we're going to do this, and like we walk on the court, and Bird just looks at me and goes, "No, give me the ball right there." And then he does what he told McDaniel he was going to do.
You had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans.
You were playing the Hawks, and it was one of those times they were playing some home games down in New Orleans.
In New Orleans, I'll never forget that game. He was so hot, he started shooting threes with his left hand.
I think Bird went by the bench one time, too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
If there's a draft,
oh my God,
you can take Bird or LeBron. Larry Bird at his best, LeBron James at his best.
What rules are we playing to?
We're playing today's rules.
So 30-year-old Larry, 30-year-old LeBron. Oh, I gotta go with Larry Joe. In today's rules, you can't touch them.
Okay, give me Bird's stats at 30.
At 30.
30 points a game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block.
Can I answer that question now? Larry Joe.
Yeah.
Larry Joe for the win.
Kevin McHale had just broke the Celtic record. He scored 60. And he went up to Kevin and said, you know you're not going to hold that record too long. The next game against the Atlanta Hawks, Larry Bird went out and scored 65 or something like that. I mean, just putting on a show, that's who Larry Bird was. Walked into the All-Star game. All 9 other three-point shooting contestants were already in the locker room. He said, which one of you guys coming in second? That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy.
I was recalling a conversation we had years ago when you were talking about when Magic hits the sky hook in the Garden and Boston still has one possession left and you have one job to do.
Yeah.
Don't lose sight of Larry Bird.
I failed. I failed.
How did you lose sight of Larry Bird?
You know, Larry was so smart that I don't know what they ran, the play call, but he diagrammed something where Danny Ainge was in the corner, right? So I had Hooper between, you know, me and Danny Ainge. So I was trying to deny Larry Bird. And then when the referee gave him the ball, I realized what was happening, but it was too late. He kept pushing me up a little bit, and then Danny Ainge cleared out. And that whole side was open. And when that ball was in the air, I was like, I'd already thrown the ball away in game 2 in 1984. And now I'm thinking, what a defensive dummy allowed him to get the ball. He saw me coming. He didn't have much time. And I think he did see me out of his eye, but he doesn't miss that shot. So I just was lucky, very lucky.
When I played, Larry Bird was the only one I feared. A lot of black guys always ask me, could Larry Bird really play that good? I said, man, Larry Bird was so good, it's frightening.
You are watching what greatness is all about. Bird. Yeah!
If you put all of us in a room, you know, Magic, Jordan, myself, and Bird probably be the guy who walks out of the room at the end of the day. Bird.
Larry Bird, he was not a nice guy. Matter of fact, there was one game in Cleveland where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, that's defense, you know, and he just kind of looked at me and said, there's 2 halves. And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me, and the last one was left-handed, and he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So,
did you guard Bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Successfully? No. Did I guard him? Yes, but no. This is.
But if he liked you, he probably didn't talk trash to you.
Oh, he talked it all the time. He was constantly talking. Like it was a trip that even I looked at the video when Dennis Rodman's leg gets caught in his neck and Bill Lambert, and he goes down and he's punching Bill. The first person I went to grab was Larry to pull him off, and then DJ grabs me. I said, I'm trying to get him off him. And then we get out the way and I mind my business. Because, you know, at that time, I'm totally not understanding everything. But Larry was, he would talk and he would say, Sal, you better ask for a double team, bro.